Yo, what is going on, guys? Lottery Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel. If you are new, thank you everybody for 5K subscribers. Seriously, it means a lot. I don't want to make this a long thing. We're gonna have a specific video for the 5K subs. That's gonna come soon, guys. We're working on something, but I really do appreciate it so much. Without further ado, guys, we're gonna get into AMC. Please smash the like and consider subscribing to the channel. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so I was doing a little bit of charting, and I want to give you, the scenario for what I think is to come for best case scenario for next week. And this is simple. This comes out of charting, but first I wanted to take a look at the SPY because I do think this has some key factors to play. And what I mean by that is you can see that AMC and GameStop got their little pump because SPY got this little push, right? They're moving in kind of the same exact way. Either way, AMC should trade in this sort of pattern if you want to see that next big run-up. Now, it doesn't have to be exact, right? As for the SPY, guys, really quick, I don't think we're out of the woods yet. We had a green day. We had a little bit of a bounce. We did break and oversell below these two trend lines, and then we popped back over. And what I do like is that it actually based off of this trend line and bounced off for right now that we can see. Okay, this is so far. The next thing I would like to do is not get rejected on 408. I would like to break over 408 and honestly get rejected around 420 and build support somewhere in that zone. That would be best case scenario coming for SPY. If that doesn't happen, be careful because this is not something for you to guess whether the market sell-off is over or not. It seems like they're just trying to have a softer landing than what happened with COVID, right? Because, this came straight down. It wasn't good for the market. People got worried. So it seems like they're kind of just softly landing, right? Right now, the SPY is currently down, I believe, about 95 points from its high, right? And what you saw back in COVID was about 110 to 115 point drop in the SPY. So we're getting pretty close, honestly. I think if you come down to that $360 level on the SPY, that is what you're going to see. So just be careful for that. And keep in mind, AMC and GameStop will bleed with the overall market until the market gets to a certain point, in my opinion, right? AKA margin calls, right? We don't know where that is, right? It could be at any of these levels where margin calls trigger, but all you know is that the further it drops, the closer you get. Okay, so now we can go over AMC and what I think the scenario could be for the week. All right, right now we're sitting on the daily chart, but I'm going to actually bring us over to the 3-hour. This is simple. If you've been keeping up with the channel, we've been going over cycles, and this is about where we're at, right? This sell-off back here. And we're somewhere around here. Now, nothing's identical, nothing's exact, but it's very, very on point. If you don't know, just watch a previous video on the channel. I deleted all the drawings on the chart, so it's simple for you guys to watch for the video. I didn't want it excessively overfilled like we had it before. But in depth, this is what we got laid out. And what you want to see in the small term, right, if this is going to come to fruition, is overall, we're going to get a break over this 9-month trend line and then come down and hug it as support, right? And between these two lines is where the squeeze would actually happen or that next big run-up, right? Whether it's gamma and FOMO or whether shorts actually do cover. Okay, so right now we're actually trading pretty on point with it. You got that spike, right? And then the sideways trading. And if we keep, if we continue to do this, you just want to stay in this parallel channel. Whoa, what just happened here? Yeah, you just want to stay in this parallel channel to keep it extremely simple with you. And if that's the case, you're looking for, a shallow day Monday, 4 or 5%, but ultimately about 10 to 15% day in and day out for the rest of the week until you see that next big push to break this overall trend line. But guys, the level you want to watch, at least me personally, is $18.20. Really, I think if you break over 16, that's good. That's great. That's a nice sign, but it's not really a sign of recovery. I want to break over these highs, these candles right here. Honestly, over 19 bucks. That would be the best case scenario. And then maybe build support there before we get the next move. But overall, the weekly scenario, right? The week ending May 20th. If this was to work out to a T, you'd close somewhere just under 15, right? You'd close somewhere between 14 and 16 bucks, 14.50 to 16 bucks. That is the best case scenario for this. Now, I can't promise you anything, but this is just based off of, right now it looks like, oh, this kid has nothing drawn out. But remember, we did have it in depth and the cycles and everything drawn out before. And this is just a scenario I wanted to set you guys up with. Hopefully you all enjoying your weekend. I didn't want to make the video extremely long, but there is one thing I wanted to point out. Now, we look at uh, the short exempt volume on AMC, right? 51, 50, 60, 30, 30, 60, 120, 50, 35, right? Those numbers are fine. And then you have this 845,000, okay, for short exempt volume. This was on the 12th. Now, you go over on the 12th, and remember, guys, we just talked about it in another video. If you haven't watched that, it's the government is not ready, right? Because we talked about the halts, and we talked about Adam Aaron saying the time isn't right to pounce and other things like that. But what you saw was on the 12th, these short exempts bump up to about 900,000. And that is exactly when you saw that 40% jump and the halt on GameStop, right? They had to stop the momentum, guys. They're worried, they're afraid. And this shows me that there's not actually enough shares out there to stop this, right? Short exempts, they're going to have to locate these shares in a certain amount of time, or you're going to see a whole lot of naked shorting take place again within the stock. As for options, we didn't really go over options, but this actually does have a bloated call option week. A lot of people are betting 203,000 calls out of the money. Okay, the only thing I dislike is the puts compared to calls that are actually in the money. But hopefully if we start this ramp that we want to see, you'll see that gamma start to kick in. So guys, this is all I got for you. I don't want to make the video too long. Check all the links down below so you guys can get your free stocks on over the weekend, and then you can sell them and buy AMC. Not financial advice, but it is what I do when people do sign up with that link. Also, if you guys want to become a member, see videos early, and get special perks, feel free to do so down below. Also, if you want to check the merch store and rep that Gary Gensler sucks and sits on his ass, or do you want to rep that you're an AMC ape, or whatever you want to do, you can buy some on the merch store. Overall, guys, that is it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.